Hey guys, what's going on? Russ from Historical Coins and Collectibles of eBay fame. This video, I'm going to touch on what it's like to sell on eBay, the pros and cons. Basically, I'm gearing up to go do more coin shows and be more reliant on that for my business. Because selling on eBay, especially for a small store like mine, it's really an uphill battle. eBay takes 12.5% right off of the top for if you sell coins. Like different percentages for different products. But for coins, it's 12.5% right off the top. And that's if you don't promote. And if you don't have a big follower base, then you gotta promote, or people just don't see what you have. And then when you promote, the recommended percentage, the lowest they recommend is 8%, and it goes all the way up to 12.5%. So, there's stuff that, I'm 25% back on just in fees. It's before shipping, I pay taxes on it, and before I even get 1% margin, I got 25% sometimes coming out. And you could set the percentage yourself. I think the lowest you could set is 2%. And I've experimented with setting 5%, trying to, cut my losses a little bit. But you get more eyeballs if you go with their recommended percentage. So, that explains some of the pricing on eBay. I mean, 25%, that's a lot. Right off of the top. But the stores that have really good success are the stores that do a lot of auctions. Hundreds of auctions a week. Just auction after auction after auction. You get a lot of followers that way. And then once you get the followers, you don't have to promote. And then it's more money into your pocket. But these big stores on eBay that are doing hundreds of auctions a week, I would imagine that their margins are lower. High volume, lower margin. But that's really the way to be successful selling on eBay. I'm making it happen right now. Just taking care of my bills. That's pretty much it. But like I said, I'm gearing up to do more shows. I feel like for me, that's going to be the way where I'm going to have success. And I know, the way I'm doing this, I understand, is not the way to do it. To make a YouTube channel and talk about other subjects beyond coins, I understand that's not the way to do it. And it may end up setting me back quite a bit. But, I have a genuine concern for the direction this country's going. I'm genuinely worried about the future of this country. The younger generation, I don't think sees the danger in eliminating, cash, physical currency. I see the powers that be are really making a push for a digital currency, a central bank digital currency. And, people, they point out that, every little thing you buy is going to be taxed, but, that's not even the big picture. That's certainly part of it. But the big picture is, they're doing it in China already. They have a social credit score. If you go around somebody who has a low social credit score, then yours drops. And if you drop below a certain number, you can't buy certain stuff. So it's it's about control. It's about power, control. You know, the government will know every little teeny thing that you purchase. And if you get on a bad list, like a lot of us could probably be on for no good reason, right? For, political views and stuff like that. If people don't think that can happen in this country, then they're kind of, asleep at the wheel a little bit. Because it certainly can. If our so-called leaders certainly have shown a thirst for power and control. So that's a big worry of mine. But, that's more of a distant concern. My major concern right now is obviously the border. This country was built by immigrants, but it was built by legal immigrants. And, we sent millions of people back to their countries from Ellis Island. Millions of people got denied. It was very orderly. We had a process. And the people that came, once they got here, they were extremely grateful. They had a debt of gratitude towards this country. And they behaved like that. If you're paying attention to the news, the cops getting the shit beat out of them in New York City, and the hotels that the government's paying for the illegals to be housed in, they're getting destroyed. I've seen several news stories. They're fighting. There's drugs and alcohol. They're punching holes in the walls. There's trash everywhere. Like, these aren't people that are, seems like they're very grateful. Seems like they owe a debt of gratitude to the country. And then to be fair, our leaders are inviting them over and we don't have anywhere to put them. So, they're making a dangerous journey. They get all the way over here and then there's nowhere to put them. And they're being mistreated and abused themselves. So the whole thing, I think it's about time people start speaking up about defending this country. And, I just feel a sense of duty to do that. I know not many people watch this, so what real effect will it have? I don't know. But it's just something that's important to me. So that's the explanation behind that. I understand it's not the best business plan. But again, money isn't everything to me. The older I get and the more I look around and the more I see the greed and the effect that it's had on this country, the more disillusioned I get. But look at this. I think, and I know it's a long shot. It's a very, 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 very unlikely thing, but in 1843, Philadelphia Mint minted 10 proof quarters. And to the best of my knowledge, there's 7 that are accounted for. And I just can't get over the fact that, to me, this looks like a proof strike. It just absolutely, to me, looks like a proof strike. The way the devices look, the way that the fields have the colors to them when you hit them with light. I mean, I've seen a lot of proof, especially seeded proof coinage that's really dark like this, that when you hit it with light, it's got these colors. So I think I will be sending this back to Annex for their opinion. I'm going to tell them not to break it out of the holder if it's, not a proof, which I understand it's most likely it's not a proof. What are the odds? But does that not look like a proof to you guys? Certainly got proof-like qualities, at least. Really cool coin. I just love these seeded quarters. It's my favorite. I don't even have this one listed because I'm going to send it into Annex. But I'll end this video here. You know, everybody that does subscribe, I appreciate it. And see you guys in the next one.